feeling a little wonky this morning with a full face of makeup and no eyeshadow. Let's go ahead and remedy that right now, shall we? Alright you guys, I have my Tarte Rainforest Temptations Eye and Cheek Palette right here. And if you saw my makeup inventory, you know I am going through and testing out my eyeshadow palettes to see if I have duplicate shades in my collection, to see if I want to keep them for any reason. And this is one of the ones that I am going to be testing out to see if I want to keep it or not, because I have not used this. I can't even remember the last time I used this, so I am going to be using this today and trying to figure out if I'm going to keep or declutter this palette. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get some of this stuff on my face. Okay, the first thing I have to comment is the mirror on this is fantastic. It actually sits up by itself without having to be held, which makes it really, really nice to do makeup. So I was keeping this for travel, but I haven't been traveling a lot as of late, so that is not something that I need to keep in mind anymore. And I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Treasure, to start with. And just placing that kind of in the crease there. I will say that was a little bit harder to blend out than I am used to, and it is very powdery in the pan there, but that's okay. I don't mind powdery shades. Let me do the other eye. Okay, I will say this eye was so much easier to blend out than this eye, but that's what I've got going on right now. And now I kind of want to use this shade here called Powerful in the kind of inner portion of the lid, so right there. I don't actually think I've used this shade in the palette yet, so she's pigmented. I like it. And I do just kind of place that down and I go up and over that darker shade there. Ooh, I like that. All right, I'm just gonna take a clean brush real quick and kind of flick it back and forth. I don't wanna blend it too much. Just wanna get the edges a little bit softer there. Okay, so for shimmers, it looks like I've used Entrance and maybe Adventure, Boa, Tropic, those areas. So let me go ahead and take Boa, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna kind of tap that on the outer portion of the eye. It's not very shimmery, but it's a pretty shade. Oh, I kind of like how that's coming together. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take the Entrance shade right here and put it more towards the inner part. And of course, I do tap it up and over that deeper shimmer just a little to blend it. And then I'm just going to take a small brush here with that same Entrance shade and put it on the inner part of, well, the inner corner. Oh, that's really pretty. All right, I'm going to take that clean brush again and just flick around the edges to make sure those shimmers blend in nicely to the mattes. And this is what I got for the eye look. Not bad. This is not a bad palette. All right, let me try the blush here. Normally I would take a smaller brush and kind of place it where I want it, but I think I'm gonna go for a bit. No, I'm still gonna do that. All right, I'm still gonna take this small brush. I'll just tap it off because if I'm not mistaken, I remember this being very, very pigmented. This is definitely a matte blush. Okay, now I'm going to take my powder brush and just blend it in. And that is what that blush looks like. I like that blush. For it being a matte blush, I do like that blush. Okay, let me go ahead and throw on my mascara and my eyeliner, and I will be right back to discuss this palette. So this is the final look. I am wearing my Go-Go Tails mascara, my Essence Superfine Brush Liquid Liner, and the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Smog. So you guys, I actually really liked this. The shimmers are definitely a lot more sparkly than I am used to with Tarte shadows. So that is definitely a hit for me. I'm going to say this is going to stay in my collection a little bit longer. I did enjoy the blush. It's a little bit deeper than what I usually go for, but I like that it was matte. It makes me want to put on highlight, which is not something that I normally wear. But all in all, like, it's a good palette. I think it's gonna stay in my collection. It's gonna live to fight another day in my collection, if you will. So that is all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen my makeup inventory, go ahead and watch it right here. And if you want to see a more colorful makeup look, go ahead and click that button right there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.